What's up everyone, and thank you for stopping by the channel. Today's project is this John Deere trimmer that was bought from a garage sale, and the problem is it won't start. Let's take a good look at it, find out what's wrong with it, and hopefully we can fix it. In this video, we try and repair this trimmer. However, it may not be the exact repair you need to make to yours. We'll explore other options later in the video. Now, this is a very unique trimmer, and I've never seen another one like it, so I really want to get this trimmer running again. It's not every day that you can say that you have a John Deere trimmer, so I want to try my best to fix it, hopefully without blowing the budget. The first thing I want to do is get a compression reading. This will tell us how worn out the engine is and if we have a chance to start it. You can buy one of these online for a few dollars or borrow one. Now just remove the spark plug and screw in the tester. We want to see a reading over 50 psi, and the higher the better, but if it's under 50 psi, it'll be tricky to start and down on power. Just squeeze the throttle and pull the rope a few times. Now, this is going to be a tough call. The reading is around 45 psi, which explains why we're having problems getting it started. It's not the end of the project though, as there are ways to get this trimmer to start and run. Before we go any further though, I'm going to put some fuel into the engine and try starting it. Now if it doesn't start, we'll have to do more troubleshooting. And unfortunately, it didn't even try to start. Now, at this point, we need to test it for spark. I'm going to use a spark tester for this job. Simply install it in line with the spark plug, pull the rope a few times, and watch for a small orange glow in the middle of the tester. And it looks like we have a huge problem now, as I didn't see any spark. Now try flipping the kill switch a couple of times just to make sure it's not making intermittent contact. I'm going to go even further though and disconnect one or both of the kill switch wires just to make sure the coil isn't grounded. Then we'll try it again. Unfortunately, we still don't have any spark, so I'm going to try it one other way. Remove the spark plug and try grounding the threads to part of the engine. You may have to use a screwdriver to help out. Then pull the rope again and watch for spark at the tip of the plug. So we still don't have spark at the plug, so the next thing is to check the ignition coil. I'll disconnect the throttle cable and the last kill switch wire, and then I'll remove the clutch housing from the front of the engine. After removing the clutch housing, we can then remove the front engine cover. However, after watching this video, I think we could have skipped removing the clutch housing. I just had to make sure that the clutch cover bolts didn't also hold the front cover to the engine. What I'm going to do is make sure that the ignition coil is properly grounded to the engine. Sometimes the grounding points can lose contact because of rust, so we're going to remove the coil and clean all the contact surfaces with some sandpaper. And unfortunately, I don't see any rust, but I'm still going to clean it, reinstall the coil and gap it, then we'll pull on the rope and check it for spark yet again. Well, it looks like we still don't have spark, so it means that the ignition coil is bad and will need to be replaced. Unfortunately, I don't think I can find this part anymore. That and the low compression can only mean one thing. This very unique trimmer isn't going to be fixed or running anytime soon. I will look for a coil from a different trimmer that may work, but this is going to take some trial and error. Another reason why we wouldn't have spark is that the spark plug is broken and isn't grounded to the engine either. That would also mean that the spark checker wouldn't work as well. Unfortunately, I did try a working plug after filming and it still didn't work. Now, the only thing left to do is put the trimmer back together in the hopes that I'll find a rebuilt kit along with a new or used ignition coil somewhere. So my question is, what would you do with this trimmer? Would you put a lot of money into rebuilding it or put it on the curb for the next person? I know what I would do, but I'm more curious about your answer. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate your time. Please feel free to ask any questions, and I hope to see you in my next video.